the place where all sorts of paranormal strangeness is discussed.
Cannock Chase is a place that has multiple things going on, from UFOs, dogmen, black-eyed kids and glowing orbs of light. There could well be some sort of portal there.
I saw this child. It had pale skin and where the eyes should have been were two black holes. This is the stuff of nightmares.
I woke up and instantly saw this thing that was floating right over the top of me with glaring red eyes, and teeth that looked like a vampire.
Hi there spooksters. Welcome back. We have a change of pace for this one. This time we are having a look at the Slender Man sightings at Cannock Chase. This story is from the Huffington Post Online, and is written by Sarah Nelson. The headline reads, and I quote from the article: "The Slender Man now said to be haunting British beauty spot, Cannock Chase." Cannock Chase, in Staffordshire is already home to an eerie entity known as the Black-Eyed Child, and now a sighting of the 8-foot-tall horror character has been reported at the same spot. The Slender Man is most distinctive for his blank, featureless face, his extreme height and smart appearance. He often keeps his long, pale hands crossed politely behind his back, or hanging loosely at his sides. He has long coat tails which he lets flow proudly. He wears long dress shoes, which are always shined a perfect gleaming black. According to some descriptions, he has between 4 and 8 long black tentacles which protrude from his back. He is also said to be capable of causing memory loss, insomnia, paranoia and coughing fits. Paranormal investigator Lee Brookley has visited the area numerous times to probe the mystery. The following is some of the reports, and I quote. Date 2nd of January 2015. Location Castle Ring. Time 2 a.m. While taking a midnight stroll around Castle Ring last Friday morning, I happened to notice a strange figure in the distance. It appeared to rise out of the trees and hovered over the path around 100 meters in front of me. I don't know if you've ever heard the stories of Spring-Heeled Jack, but if you have, this thing seemed to look pretty similar to all those old artists' impressions. It was very dark, but I could see it clearly because of the lights coming from Rugeley. It was also a pretty clear night. If I were to compare it to anything, I would say it looked like a stereotypical Victorian gentleman. Long black overcoat with a Homburg hat. Except, I know this was no flying human. I know that because it had blood-red eyes that shone in the night sky. It also had a mouth full of teeth that seemed to look like razors. Whatever it was, it stopped hovering and descended back into the trees. Needless to say, I did not investigate any further. Brickley has also been alerted to 3 other alleged Slender Man sightings in the area, alarmingly inside houses. In one report from Pie Green dated 19th of December 2014, the witness said, "I was awoken yesterday morning just before 2 a.m. by an odd scratching noise in my bedroom. I instantly sat upright in bed in an attempt to discover whatever was causing the sound. To my astonishment, there was what seemed like a sphere-shaped shadow by the edge of my wardrobe. As I tried to get out of bed and investigate further, the shadow began to stretch towards the ceiling. It was at that point I found myself faced with the most disgusting and horrific creature imaginable. It was about 8 feet tall, and had a white face with razor-sharp fangs. It almost looked like a vampire. I fell back into my bed and the creature started moving towards me. Its arms stretched out to almost twice their original length, and I felt claws scraping at my skin. I let out a scream in fear for my life, and the creature retreated back into the corner of my room. It then shrank back down into a ball and slowly faded away." A further sighting, dated 27th of November 2014, from Slitting Mill said, "I don't really know who else to turn to. The weirdest thing happened last night, and I just don't know what to make of it. At 2:30 in the morning while I was sleeping, I heard a bang that woke me from my dream. As my eyes opened, I saw a man floating over me. He was so close that I would have head-butted him if I moved an inch. I could see into his eyes. They were a fierce red color that shook me to my very core. Although he didn't speak, I knew what he was thinking. It was as though he was talking to me telepathically. He definitely wanted to hurt me, but there was something stopping him. It was almost like he was someone gaining power from scaring me though. Maybe something bad will happen when he gets strong enough? For what it's worth, I'm not a nutcase, and I work for a local business of which you will be familiar. It just seemed the anger in his eyes grew stronger as I was feeling more scared. The ordeal ended when the man, who was completely dressed in black with a hat to match, floated higher and higher above until he hit my ceiling and disappeared. Brickley told HuffPost UK that he believes some of the incidences can be put down to sleep paralysis, a temporary inability to move or speak that happens when you're waking up or, less commonly, falling asleep. He said, "I am drawn towards the idea of sleep paralysis due to the fact that 3 of the sightings happened at night when the victims were in bed. However, that doesn't explain the sighting at Castle Ring. I think that could be a genuine paranormal encounter." Cannock Chase is considered by many to be a portal area. It could be that people see whatever they fear most, yet it is the same force or entity that scares them. As far as portals go, I always describe them as a place where it is possible to get a glimpse into the next world. A place where strange and unusual creatures manage to make appearances. There are many reasons Cannock Chase might be one such area. The Iron Age hill fort Castle Ring was once home to a Celtic tribe known as the Cornovi, and they performed satanic rituals and blood sacrifices. It is entirely possible they might have opened the portal around 2,000 years ago when they resided in the area. Meanwhile, Cannock Chase has made the headlines repeatedly over alleged sightings of the black-eyed child and other high strangeness, such as werewolf sightings and UFOs. The black-eyed child of Cannock Chase is said to have coal-black pits for eye sockets, and is reportedly being spotted in the area again after an absence of 30 years. Brickley tells HuffPost UK, "In my opinion, the black-eyed child seems to be some kind of demon. While it might seem like a standard spectral encounter, almost all the reports involve the child leading people towards potentially dangerous situations." End quotes. Gosh, that is certainly an interesting story. If you have seen something similar to this, then please get in touch with us. Our email address and contact details can be found right at the beginning of this video. If you have any comments, then please leave them below. Well, that wraps it up for this time, Spooksters, so until next time. Thank you for listening and goodbye for now.
You